We're here at Wembley Park at an event called The Bridge, and I pulled a couple of people aside to do a quick interview because I recognize these guys, okay? Now, the guy holding the microphone is Neeraj Shah.
Yep.
So, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. My name's Neeraj, live around Wembley, here with my mate, Mr. Dave. Alright? As you can see, he's ever so happy meeting Blade. He's awestruck.
Neeraj, listen, I know you from many years ago.
Yeah.
You've always been a big fan of the whole UK hip hop scene and everything.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain how you got into it and what it is about the music that got your attention?
Yeah, so when I was at school, there was a lot of soul boys, but they used to be into electro, bits of hip hop. It was more when I got to college and I met Mr. Dave and Bindish that were into hip hop. So we used to go record shopping together, Groove Records, Black Market, all of them. From there, started getting into the hip hop more and more. So they kind of got me more introduced to more of it because these two from school grew up with it. And then
love British hip hop.
Yeah.
Blade,
So Blade,
Hijack,
yeah.
Caveman, Hard Noise,
Gunshot,
yeah.
London Posse,
Cash 22,
yeah.
Mellow.
Cash 22,
Yeah.
Caveman. We're going down there, man.
So it'd be listening to. I know people say Westwood didn't play a lot of UK hip hop, but he used to. Also,
80s British
DJ
hip-hop.
279.
Max and
Richie
Dave.
Rich on
Max
Kiss.
and-
Richie Rich on the Sunday nights on
Yeah,
Kiss. Used to have
Mark
live-
Anderson. Did you ever listen to the Mark Anderson
Mark
show?
Anderson, and
wicked.
also you had back in the days BBC Radio London. Used to have Dave Pearce and all of them playing hip hop.
And believe it or not, John Peel used to support a lot as
John
well.
Peel used to have a
So-
great one on Radio 1.
Yeah.
I've got a few of the tapes I used to record things like the Gunshot sessions and so that's how I got into it.
Okay.
And then we used to go Groove Records. I'd always look out for UK first before America at the time.
And the beauty of it is that in the 80s, UK hip hop, no swearing. Especially in the South East London, it was no swearing. It was clean, good hip hop, mate. You know what I mean?
A to the motherfuck the K, huh? How can you say that?
Where?
It was
On my records.
fuck the government. But
Yeah.
it's
We
only
never
when you-
swore, it was just...
I never used to swear there.
only when you had to. Only when you had to. And then the other thing was UK had the next level DJs.
Yeah.
The scratch DJs on the UK hip hop was some.
Undercover, supreme.
Renegade. It just that level was just something else. You look at Gunshot, Hard Noise, 2 DJs. Just like unbelievable, wasn't
No,
it?
Hard Noise was actually 4 DJs.
4 DJs,
Yeah.
That's Hijack, sorry, it was just another level, wasn't it?
Things have obviously evolved.
Yep.
And we don't kind of hear the same kind of music as much as we used to.
Yep.
Although there are still artists out there that are making that kind of sound, but it's more kind of, instead of being that gritty, raw sound,
Yep.
it's more boom bap nowadays.
It is,
So
yeah.
it's slightly
I don't know
varied.
what's going on nowadays? I woke up on the weekend and now I've got to go and wash my hair on the Saturday. It's like, what's going on there, man? You know what I mean? Get some proper rap going on, people.
Blade, you
Like
sign
this.
him up.
What you need is I'm Dirty Harry and I carry a Colt 44 mag jammy, a death certificate for the syndicate. I will sign your death warrant, no question. I just stunned. Justice comes from the barrel of my gun. There be no jury, there be no judge. I am corrupt and I will erupt. Trained to aim and not to maim. If the price is right, then I'm trained to frame. I'm protected by the FBI, CIA, MI5, Freemasons, the federal agent. Provide me inside information. The syndicate got out today. Go ahead, punk, make my day.
Sorry. Yo, sick.
See?
Yeah, a little bit of Hijack for anybody that didn't know. Had to
There
be
you go.
done. Had to be done.
My favorite song, that's right.
All right.
Yeah.
So if I was to say you bust a verse now, Neeraj, what would you do?
I can't rap.
Do you want to break dance?
I can't even do that.
So,
You need
but
Bindish.
to be fair though, you supported the scene in a big way. You were buying everything.
Yeah, I was buying everything.
Everything.
Like I
I
said,
collected people.
Yeah, definitely. And
Yeah.
it wasn't just the records. It was the merchandise
his
as well, the
merchandise and
t-shirts,
everything.
hoodies.
Yeah, I was buying it all.
So back then it was like we didn't really have any money and stuff.
Yeah.
Where the hell were you getting that kind of money to be supporting like that?
I was working.
Very frugal.
Actually, you were working in a hi-fi shop with Paul H.
Yes, I was. And before that, I was working at my dad's shop, Indian fruit and veg shop,
Okay.
grocery.
So-
I used to work 2 days a week.
Right, so as a fan of what we were doing, why didn't you get in touch with all of the hip hop artists from back then and say, I work in an audio equipment shop, is there anything you need? I will get you 50%
I should have, isn't
discount.
it? I thought I'd leave it to Paul H.
Man, you know what? Fuck it, I'm carrying the camera off. Fuck this.
You know, but yeah, I worked in a hi-fi shop. Yes, I was working. Also had little side businesses, bring me money in. So I was using that money to buy records.
What was that, drugs and stuff?
Well, you know, paracetamol. yeah. No, I had a little record business as well. I was selling records on the side.
You used to work, you used to have a Saturday job?
I had a Saturday job, and I used to work on a Wednesday, sell records on the side to students at university.
Enough about his finances.
Yeah. Do you want my bank account and 4-digit code and everything?
Yeah, please, that'll help.
Yeah.
Is there any point that you kind of regretted, like looking back and going, oh man, I shouldn't have spent that much on that?
No, I wish I had more money to spend more.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, there's so much good things. It was just like, damn, if I had more money, if I had a rich dad or something, then, you know.
Do you feel that you're stuck in the past with what you like, or do you like what's going on now?
I think you
as
probably
well?
know me from my post. I am pretty much old school. Yeah.
But are you open-minded about what's new as well?
I'm open-minded to that because let the kids enjoy it. It's their era. You know, it's for them. We can't really say, oh, why into this shit stuff? You know, things move on. It's like when hip hop came out, people didn't like hip hop, did they? They were like, what's this shit? But it was for the kids.
So now that those artists that you like back in the days aren't making any records, where's your money going? And if it's not going anywhere, I got a couple of empty pockets.
You know? Well, I'm still, you probably see, I'm still buying loads of soul funk albums now. So I'm catching up on all of that. So, you know, I'm buying records still. But it's more on that side of things, you know, 70s, 80s soul funk. Listening to radio shows like Pete Bond and that, who plays loads of things. So I end up finding new things from listening to all these shows and coming across just music like that, you know.
Do you think the level of DJing has gone backwards now?
The young DJs coming through are really good as well because, you know, they're into their own b-boying DMC scenes. So those guys are really good. You know, they're not using vinyl and that, but...
I'll tell you one thing, the hip-hop style has changed, the rap style has changed, but the level of scratching has just got better and better and better.
They're clean,
they still know how to keep it raw.
Clean.
It's clean. The cutting is clean, boy. You know what I'm saying? And they know how to keep it raw. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I think you should...
I'm not so sure.
I think you should stop talking and you should just bust another verse. Go on. Have you got any gunshot lyrics or hard noise lyrics you can bust? Any lyrics, anything? Yeah. I'm going to pressure him.
Talk about the DJing scene. I mean, I did find in the 90s, hip-hop, mid-90s, a lot of hip-hop was phasing the DJ out. Then you had the Bay Area Cuba and everyone coming back through, and they brought the whole scene back up, you know? I mean, Cuba was around from before that. And then, you know, it was all coming back. I mean, you always kept it in your music, the DJ, different DJs you've had.
Oh, it's part of what we did, but it's also important to move on, you know?
Yeah.
To move forward. It's always important to move forward.
I mean, also the stuff you're promoting now is really good because you're promoting the younger acts as well as the older ones, but you're giving the young guys a chance as well to get some, you know, media attention, and hopefully that all grows with them.
Imagine you're in a record shop and you see one of these young guys wanting to buy a record made by a young guy and they don't have the money. Would you dip into your pocket and buy that record for them?
I'd say if you're buying vinyl, I'm happy to help you out because we want more people buying records. I think that's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'd happily spend your money to give some...
I don't know if you remember...
I think he's ready to bust a verse.
No, I was going to ask Blade a question now. Yeah? Because I know we all love the British hip-hop and that, but Blade, when the 80s American hip-hop scene in New York was going on, the East Coast, if you forget about the West Coast, Run DMC, Public Enemy, Cool G Rap, all that, how did you like all that stuff?
Come on, that was life.
Was it like...
That was life.
Like, what made you get into hip-hop? What made you get into hip-hop?
You know what, when I got into hip-hop, there was nothing else. I was getting bored of things that were around. And when hip-hop came in, it was a whole different energy. It was something, it's the same as like when you look at the grime scene, for example, like they've got something that they can call their own. And when hip-hop came around, it wasn't like it was for the UK necessarily, but it was something the kids, our generation, could call our own. This is how you define us. Do you understand?
Do you think that UK hip-hop after the 80s fell away a little bit? That it didn't keep up keep up the kind of potential that it had with you guys, you know, with your crew. In your time, there was like 10
but it was 10 powerful.
Busting the scene, you know what I'm saying?
But it was 10 very powerful artists.
You were mates as well, right? You weren't like griefing each other. You were like working together, helping each other out. Does that still happen? How do you find the scene today?
I mean, you know what? Like, I think social media has given a lot of people this independence or this feeling that they can do things on their own. But for me, it's a bit delusional. Like, it's hard work. Everyone is all about me, that they're forgetting to kind of work together. And that's not to say everybody. Sorry, I didn't mean everybody, quite a lot of people. But there are a lot of people that do work together, but there's so many people that don't. They think when you like one post, you're supporting. Support is deeper than that.
Yeah.
When show up to places.
Exactly. Show up, spend your money, encourage these people, give these people a reason to wake up to carry on.
Spread the word.
But I think you see in the younger scene though, when you see the scene in Bristol and that, all those artists seem to be doing things together. They seem to have big crews, you know. There could be one label, another label, and they all seem to be working together. And I see that from your channel. All these artists that come through, they're helping each other out. So they seem to be, to me, it looks like they're more together, the younger artists coming through.